Uh, yeah, I can hear you.
Bet.
I'm
Okay.
just trying to turning the money on.
He said, turning the money on, my guy.
Turning the money on. You gotta turn the money on.
You tell him hurry up and
Hey,
buy. Hurry up and buy.
hey, can y'all hear me? Can y'all
I
can y'all see me? Can y'all
I
hear
can
me?
hear you and see you.
Y'all can. Listen, man, I'm gonna tell y'all this right now. I'm gonna tell y'all how much I love y'all.
System dishonest.
I'm blogging with no pants on right now, man.
That old man stuff.
Landlord, like, see there? That's why I didn't take that's why I didn't turn my camera on. Sometimes you gotta listen to that inner.
My camera been glitched.
Yeah, the wife.
I got a joke right now, but see, I learned from my last lesson with landlord, so I'm not gonna say nothing. But I had a joke right now about your camera and everything. But I'm not gonna say it. Landlord said, if you ever have one of those moments, go with the ladder.
Hold your
Tell me off here.
Hold what you got. Hold what you got.
Oh, what you got? Got a little dip. Got a little much dip on your chip.
When it comes,
got a little too much dip on your chip this morning.
Assume the worst. King the Berries. Yeah.
What'd you say? The referee say, I think he got the first down. Landlord said, I don't think I got it, coach. Always assume the worst. Always assume the worst.
What's up with you, Tommy Montoya?
Prayers up for you too, man. I hope you're doing better, man.
What the hell going on with Tony Montoya? Who messing with Tony Montoya? On my mama, that's the coolest dude on the internet, man. What the hell?
Yeah,
who messing with Tony Montoya?
They're going through some health issues.
Nobody better not be messing with Tony Montoya, man. He gave up his old ways. He didn't left the game alone. You know what I'm saying?
What you think about your boy Ronald Jones getting some first team reps? I just thought that was interesting, Wes.
Well, I put it to you like this. No, but this is the thing. This is the thing I say about Ronald Jones. Before you give up, it's like this, bro. It's like you got that employee that you didn't hire. You got him in your organization, bro. You should be trying to do that quarterback before you let him go. See what you can get from him, because right now you ain't really got nothing. You know what I'm saying? And he can't play the first 2 weeks, so you got to really decide in your mind and your soul: is he worth keeping around for 2 weeks that we're not going to be able to play? You know what I'm saying? So, I kind of get why they're doing it, because you got to kind of make a decision, if you know what I'm saying, because when he comes back, he won't be no backup. You know what I'm saying? So I get why they're doing it. And to be honest with you, I have a feeling that the Cowboys are getting ready for a preseason game more than they are getting ready for a season game. You know what I'm saying? And do I think the Cowboys would just let Ronald Jones run in this preseason so they didn't have to put no extra miles on Tony Pollard? Yeah, I believe so. I think they would. I think they would.
They're using him like a throwaway Glock, right?
They use him like a rental. They use him like a rental. But the thing about it is, I don't really agree with it too much, because preseason games are supposed to be a foresight of what's supposed to happen in the future. So it's like, if he's not going to be running with the first team till week 3. You know what I mean? That might be a whole nother, or who knows what happened by the time week 3 happened. You got to think of week 3 last year, we didn't have our quarterback no more. You know what I'm saying? So what can happen in a freaking week? You know what I'm saying? So I'm not really a whole lot. You know what I'm saying? So I think it's weird. Yeah. But I also know this, and I ain't gonna put nobody's name on it, but in Dallas, one thing I love about Dallas is a gangster's paradise, bruh, because you can literally get in trouble in Dallas, get into some mess, and until the appeal system is over, they don't blame you for it. Like, imagine going in a judicial system, regular system. If I got in trouble, right? I got convicted, right? I think I'm going to jail and everything, right? But they say we're not going to put you in the jail until after your appeal process is over. You done already been found guilty and everything else. So, I mean, that's why I say Dallas is definitely like a bad kid's paradise. It's definitely a gangster's paradise, because in Dallas, if they feel they can use you, that will sometimes out trump behaviors and stuff. And I'm gonna tell you this right here: to Ronald Jones's defense, the NFL has, when it comes to these PEDs, it gets kind of weary, man, because I'm a guy who has had to deal with a lot of injuries So I've used steroids before, but every time I've ever used steroids, it's always been to heal. You know what I'm saying? Because people got to understand that there are things on your body that God has designed to take 7 to 8 months to heal. You know what I'm saying? Like, have you guys noticed that a lot of these guys be getting injuries and they have injuries that are done and fixed within a year? That's not really normal. We know that, right? Like, that's not really normal. You know what I'm saying? So steroids are used to speed the growth. Like, I'm gonna give you a great example. Ray Lewis got popped for using a deer antler spray. People try to say he was using it because he was trying to da-da-da-da-da-da. The reason he was trying to use that deer antler spray is because he had a little cleanup on his shoulder, and it wasn't growing. It wasn't growing fast enough to heal. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, I don't want people to just think that these guys are out here taking steroids. Like, a lot of times these dudes are literally taking the same stuff we're taking. The only difference is they are a professional athlete. So they can't, you know what I'm saying? But I promise you, like, I actually believe Ronald Jones when he says it was something that he's been taking. Like, I believe it, because guess what? We've even had situations where people take, because think about this, there's 50 million drugs that are invented in the world every single day. The NFL isn't banning them all. They don't ban them. Like, they don't ban them until someone do it and they don't know what to do it. You know what I'm saying?
I think it's some gray area stuff involved too. Because it be
like, hell yeah, there is.
It's one chemical off, and now it's a violation. See what I'm saying?
Facts.
So
or think about this, landlord. It wasn't illegal then, but it's illegal now.
They change it all the time.
It is a little.
All right, so Wes, since you're the last one on here, I want to get your thoughts. We were starting the conversation about who we want to see in preseason. So who has showed you the so much in camp that you want to see more of them in the preseason? It could be any position.
I definitely want to see my baby at corner. I like to see my son play a little left defensive end and get on that line. Oh, you talking about the Cowboys? My bad, man. I'm all on my son's here, bro. Let me see, man. I'm gonna tell you. Listen, I'll tell you like this. If we're looking at offense, I want to see Will. I'm gonna start at the quarterback position. We can just start in each room, right? In the quarterback position, I want to see Will Greer more than I want to see Dak Prescott, and more than I want to see Cooper Rush.
You know what you
reason being is because out of all my quarterbacks, Cooper Rush, out of I think about this, out of all three of my quarterbacks, Will Greer is the only one that has a question mark. Like, y'all can say what you want to say about Dak. We know he is daddy. You know what I'm saying? And that's no homo. He's your daddy if you don't know it. Then you got Cooper Rush, who is Robin. You know what I'm saying? But he's been a Robin so long. I low-key think Cooper Rush could be better than this. I ain't gonna lie. Call me a Cowboy bias, but I think Cooper Rush is better than Daniel Jones. There you go, Cooper. I don't think you're better than our starting quarterback, but I do believe you are better than some starting quarterbacks. There you go, Cooper. I'll take you over Daniel Jones. I will. I would take him over Daniel Jones. I would.
That's,
you know what I'm saying?
For you.
It's a bomb drop.
I'm just saying I would. Bro, I'm gonna tell you this right now. What is the difference when you look at their game between Daniel Jones and Cooper Rush?
The running.
It's about it, bro. It's about it, man.
He a little running.
Hey, and I'm gonna tell y'all this right now. This is just a little sidebar conversation, but let me tell you how good God is. In an alternate universe, if we didn't have Dak, Cooper Rush would probably be our starting quarterback. And think about this, we would still be saying he's better. And think about this, we would still be saying he's better than Daniel Jones. I still think, if I had to look at these quarterbacks right now, I would probably put Cooper Rush up there above Washington's quarterback, and I would probably put him over Daniel Jones. Just being real. I think Cooper Rush is probably the third or fourth best quarterback in this division. And he's a backup, so salute to him. The next, I mean,
right now. He'll start at Washington.
He can start in Washington.
I think I know he'll start in Washington, and I think he'll give, because bro, I don't really like HCM just said, outside of the rushing ability. And listen, I can do another bomb drop that I said yesterday. I told Henny I never say this on air, but I'm gonna say it because I ain't got no pants on right now. Listen to me. Listen to me. I do believe that Cooper Rush is a better. Let me say this slow. Let me look at the camera when I say this, because I know somebody's gonna clip this shit.
Please don't. Wait. Damage control. I am the Dallas Cowboys uncut PR team. So before you say this shit, matter of fact, let's say that for the night show. We could build up too.
All right, because you know my opinion. You know my opinion of Cooper Rush. You know my opinion of him throwing the football. I'm gonna give y'all a little hint. I think he's the best thrower of the football on the team. That's what I believe. I don't believe he's the best quarterback, but I do believe he's the best thrower. Just picking up a ball and throwing it. I think he does throw the prettiest ball on the team. I do. And that doesn't mean he's a better quarterback, but I do believe he throws a prettier ball. And I'm gonna be honest with you. I think he throws an easier catchable ball because Dak is putting some sweat on them balls, bruh. Like he is, like even me was like, oh, is the ball too hard? No, it's not too hard. Dak is really putting it in there. You know what I'm saying? Like Dak is the type of quarterback that's gonna put it on you, bruh. Like he's gonna put that ball on you. Like landlord, you play with quarterbacks, bro, that are like that. That are guys that just ball on, guys that just kind of like, you know what I mean? And it doesn't mean one's better. It's just they throw differently. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
No, all right, I'm gonna leave that alone because I thought landlord was gonna help me out on that. He just left me out there. It's all good. I thought he was gonna give me a West Coast. Yeah, he just sat at me and looked at me like he just looked at me like, yeah, man, you on your own with that one.
The views.
Like you talking about how pretty it look. That it is what it is. But you do want a nice tight spiral though. That's the desire of any wide receiver. It makes it easier to catch the football. That's why they train the quarterbacks to throw a tight spiral. It is important. But
look at Jalen Hurts' ball. He don't throw a pretty ball. Jalen Hurts don't throw a pretty football.
He threw my ducks out though. So
yeah, I know that's what I'm saying. He don't throw a pretty football. That's why I think Garner Minshew is a better thrower than him. I mean, you guys know I've always said that.
I don't know if y'all caught Turpin interview, but he was talking about like the spin of the football when he doing punt returns, and it's the same thing basically with a wide receiver. It depends on how the ball spin to make the catch easier. Like when you see them people making one-handed catches, it makes sense because it's a nice tight spiral. If the ball's spinning kind of crazy,
you're not one-handing though.
Ridiculous. The football is shaped ridiculous already. That's why when it's a fumble, it'd be almost impossible to get the football. So if you messing up the spin of the ball, it's gonna make the catch way harder than it gotta be. So you do want a nice tight spiral.
Yeah, and hey, I'm gonna tell you, that's a good point what you said about those one-handed catches, like those acrobatic catches that people are throwing and stuff like that. Like I'm not saying you're not doing that with a Dak ball, but Dak is one of them quarterbacks. You're going to get both hands on that ball, bruh. Because Dak is throwing balls where it's like you either gonna catch them or they going to the ground.
Yeah.
Now, hey, so next, let's do a couple more rooms. Y'all want to do offensive line will probably be too hard. We can do that. We can go to wide receiver. Y'all want to go O-line? What y'all want to do? Or defense?
I already said offensive line. There's not a person on this team that I want to see. There's not a person on this team that I want to see. Zach Moore ain't playing.
Yeah, but see, this is the thing. You may not want to see him personally. But you do, exactly. I was going to say you don't want to see him, but you do kind of want to see him. Bro, I'm walking around here with my no pants on. People pulling up to my house. I'm going to just tell them it's an outfit. Don't mind me.
Hey, Liz, I'm going to say this. Like, I ain't going to talk about the draw. I'm talking about, like, the offensive line. Right.
Morning. These are shorts. These ain't draws. Come on now. You didn't see me before. Hello?
Yeah, man.
What happened when you gave it a gated community, man?
Oh, damn.
You never know what goes on behind these walls. Go ahead. But go ahead. Finish. Go ahead. I'm making the house up. I'm good.
But, like John Gruden once said this, right? Because they asked him about, why they weren't seeing Peyton's backup. And then he asked Tom Moore why they weren't looking at Peyton Manning's backup, and he said, "Well, Peyton Manning goes down, we're fucked, and we don't practice fucked."
I know, I remember that. That's one of the most.
Yeah, so like that's how I feel about that about the offensive line room. Like everybody behind the starters, just pray. Like pray, burn candles, sprinkle holy water. Like they ain't ready yet. I love TJ Bass. He ain't showed me nothing at camp for me to say, hey, I want to see more of that. You know what I'm saying? Matt Fournier playing backup center. as much as I think that Tyler Biotis is a position that we can upgrade in the future, I damn sure don't want to see Matt Fournier got there hiking the ball to Dak Prescott. He can't even hike the ball in practice. So I know I don't want to see him hike the ball in a live game. So there's so I'm just saying this, like, from the fact of I sort of know what I got with my back offensive line. Like the guy that should be a backup to Zach Martin, not even on the team.
Yeah, but Henny, but I'm gonna tell you though, this is what we got to do though. This is what we got to understand too though. At some point, like, we be Cowboy fans, at some point we be content creators, and then at some point you got to be a realistic Cowboy fan. Realistic Cowboy fan says this: unfortunately, the Cowboys do believe that Zach Martin's replacement is on this team, because if they didn't feel that way, Zach Martin would probably already been paid. So realistically, we know that. Think about this, bro. Bro,
I hope it ain't Josh Ball.
I hope it's not Josh Ball.
Listen to me. I hope it ain't none of them either. But the real fact of the matter is, since Zach Martin has held out, they ain't brought in nobody, bruh. Nobody, baby. They ain't brought in nobody, bruh. So it's like, you have to believe that they think that the guy that is going to do it is on this team right now. So that's why I say I don't want to see him play, but I do want to see him play. Now, and I'm not, y'all ain't got to answer this question out on live. Just answer it to yourself. And if you answer it wrong, you can apologize to Jesus in the closet by yourself. The real question is, do you want Zach Martin's backup to play good or not? Because I'm going to tell you this right now. If he play good versus some rookies, because you guys know how Cowboys do. If he play good versus some rookies and some nobodies, Jerry going to be selling his jersey. Talking about some Zach Martin who. Y'all saw what he did to Zeke. Zach Martin who.
He tried to do Zeke so dirty.
And you remember Tony Pollard went to Hawaii and played one preseason game, bruh. Had one freaking play. That was one play that Tony Pollard did. Remember in that preseason game in Hawaii? They let Tony Pollard play one series. He had one big run. After that game, the first thing Jerry Jones said is, Zeke who?
Yeah, I remember that bullshit.
Like, and I'm gonna be honest with you, we ain't gotta talk about Zeke, but that man, his parents wasn't feeling that at all. I know that. I remember that. His daddy, he's like, Zeke who? I remember his dad said, well, that's why I called him Ezekiel. That's why I named him Ezekiel. That's what he said. He said, I never named my son Zeke anyway. I don't know who he talking about. I named my son Ezekiel. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, that's
that dirty negotiation they do, man. We hoping that done made his way out of Dallas. Cause it's really tacky, man, and we pass all of that, man. We got bigger fish to fry. We trying to win 6, so I feel like I don't care about the tug of war battle they got going on with Zach Martin, man. I just want us to get further and further, like closer and closer to being focused, bro. Like, we got 6 to win. We got a real legitimate shot. We ain't got time for the little petty bickering back and forth. Like, I don't care nothing about his situation. Just pay him so we can go refocus on getting this Super Bowl. That's what I'm on.
Hey, man, I had an interesting conversation with my dog the other day. My boy, I got to stop saying my dog, but because I tell him not to tell that. My boy, Boss Cowboy. And he had his take, and shout out to him over there at the over at Boss Cowboy Sports. His take is a little different, man. His feeling is that, like, you know, the conversation here is like, you basically shouldn't allow your players to come in and kind of mess up your budget and things like that when you have. And I'm like, my mindset is this, like, your budget and the money that you have is for the players. That's what it's for. Yeah. It's not for anything else. So it's like, think about this.
Any other time, bro. I just feel like, bro, look, me and him were talking about this earlier. This feel like a year that we ain't got nothing stopping us. Like, I don't want to play around on a year like this, bro. I don't want to play with a year like this.
Yeah.
Right or wrong.
Exactly.
Like, this feel like the best year we got a chance to really do something, bro. And I don't need nothing to get in the way of this year.
Right. And let me point this out again to y'all, you know, for folks that aren't capologists. I'm not, but I got Google. You know what I'm saying? I know how to work Google. So, you know, if you extend that boy Zach Martin, you do what you asked him to do, right? You saved $10 million. So these folks talk about pie. And, you know, that's why I call Jerry Jones a lie. You know what I'm saying? That's why I called him a lie. He said, I can't pay him because I need to pay him. It's a lie. You pay him, it helps you pay this other guy. You know, that's how the cap works. You give somebody an extension, you convert money, you know, from base salary to signing bonuses, things like that. I'm not gonna get into the full, you know, deconstruction of the contract, but you save $10 million against the cap in 2024 with a Zach Martin extension. You save another 26 if you extend Dak Prescott. So not even counting the money that you're probably planning on rolling over. Because let's be real, the Dallas Cowboys are probably not going to sign another big name player this year, right? So you roll over the rest of the money, right? Now, don't even care about the money that's rolling over. That's $36 million. The Cowboys got money to sign players.
And think about this, bro. Like, you know what he's also doing? He's manipulating Cowboys. He's manipulating the timeline because he keeps saying Micah, knowing that when you say Micah, people are like, I don't give a damn who it is. Cut the whole world to keep Micah, right? That's what he brings out of people. Right? You know what I'm saying? Pay Micah. But what people don't even know is legally he can't even talk to Micah about a contract. Listen to me. The only way he can talk to Micah about a contract is what he's doing right now in the media. That's it. And you know what he's telling Micah? I'm going to pay you. And you know what Micah's thinking in the back of his head? This motherfucker's not going to pay me.
You're talking about too much.
Yeah, like, and not even that, but Micah has been here long enough to see. Yeah, think about this. Micah's only been here 2 years. And if Micah doesn't know there's a really high chance that he's not going to get paid, he's not as smart as I think he is. And I'm going to tell you, I actually think Micah is very smart.
Smart as hell.
I think he's very smart. Because think about this. Listen to me. Micah Parsons, and I'm not going to say he's because of, I don't even necessarily think it's because of his greatness. I just think it's because he's oblivious to the impact of what the Jerry can do and stuff like that. These kids aren't coming into the league scared of these owners no more, right? Like, bruh, Micah said that he was moving the defensive end before anybody said. Dan Quinn said you're going to play where we want you to play, right? Micah's only playing defensive end.
Yeah, we right there. Also, hey, Jay Mario, Dak Prescott already took a pay cut. You know, for folks saying like he should take a pay cut to get protection, like Aaron Rodgers, like
no, you should take a pay cut.
Hold on, Dak Prescott already took a pay cut. He hold on, I got it. He already took a pay cut. It's called a restructure. He said the Dallas Cowboys over $20 million this year by restructuring his contract. Right?
Yeah,
so
you take a pay cut. Yeah, listen to me. You take a pay cut because you're in trouble. You're not in trouble. You're not taking no damn pay cut. You're not taking. Listen to me. You're not taking a pay cut because you didn't win the Super Bowl last year. Slap yourself, Cowboys. Like, was you the number one? Did you win the end? I'll ask you a question. Did you know that $12 trophy they give away at your job? The one that says number one employee of the month. Did you win it? If you ain't win it, take a pay cut. Because think about this. If you don't win a Super, that means 31 other organizations have to take a pay cut. You're not. Listen to me. You don't take pay cuts because you didn't win a Super Bowl. And I'm going to tell you this, you damn sure don't take pay cuts so that somebody else can get paid. When the organization has money, the only time you take a pay cut, honestly, is if everything's done, we're in the middle of the season and somebody gets hurt and now we need to move money so we can get someone that we absolutely need. What did DeMarcus Lawrence say about pay cut? Man, that's Jerry Jones' job. They'll figure it out. Ain't nobody thought D-Law was a bad teammate. D-Law told the truth, man. That's their job. They'll figure that out. They will figure it out, bruh. And what happened? They figured it out.
Yeah, listen, I'll tell y'all right now, I ain't taking a pay cut for shit.
I'm not taking a pay cut for nobody.
They can't talk to Michael right now.
Yeah,
they can't talk to Michael right now anyway. At the same time, the salary cap, and they're gonna be able to afford it anyway. So it's like the stuff that he's saying is just hogwash to begin with.
Yes,
but guess what? You know what they're focusing on though? How many people we got watching this show right now?
No telling. I got 30 on mine. How many you got on yours, Wiz? I can't tell.
I can't look on mine. Somebody put it in the comment box. How many people we got on West Coast? How many people we got on Landlord? More of the story is this. We probably got 200 people
right now on YouTube.
That's 100. What I got? Come on, Cowboy West Coast. Come on, don't let me be the low man now. Don't let me be the low man.
Let's say 47. You got 47
on YouTube.
42 on Facebook. It's on Facebook. I got to see what you got on YouTube.
Ooh, 42. Come on, I need 20. I need 30 to have not to be the low man. Come on, don't do me like that. Hey, we're gonna start holding these audiences responsible. Come on, man. Come on, West Coast Cowboy. Don't let me be the low man. Come on, man. You can't be the low man.
You got
Come on.
48. You got 48 on YouTube as well. So you good. You good.
Let's go. And I ain't got no pants on.
Nasty number. Why mine gotta be 69? We need.
So you
Hey, can we please get one more? Can we please get one more person to watch Landlord, please, man?
Nah.
We don't want.
Why you gotta say nasty shit, Ray?
Man, hey, somebody, hey, listen to me. Somebody hop on. Listen, it's a couple. Listen to me. If it's on 69, I need somebody to log off and log back on. And if it's at 666, I need two people to come on. We have 666 people on here. We is ending the stream. On that note, we ending the stream. If we got 666 people in here, this is some numbers we can't do. But listen, what was we talking about? We talking about.
I was nefarious, not nasty, man.
Hey, but
it was on 69 for a while too.
It was a sign, Landlord.
Hey, but let me tell you so like I was saying, unfortunately, I'll tell you the guys I do want to see at the offensive line. I do want to see Tyler Smith play guard in preseason. I do.
Yeah.
Because he played 0 games, active games last year versus at the guard position. I don't want to assume that he's good because he was good last year. Why not? You can get reps anyway. Right? I don't think Tyler Smith has made himself in the NFL where he should not play. I think, like, you know how we did with Noah Brown last year? I don't think that benefit. Noah should have played, bro. You know what I'm saying? I don't think there's too many guys who have earned the right to just not play in preseason at all, right? Dak is a guy who's earned the right not to play. Tony Pollard, not to play. Bro, pretty much everybody else, bro, I need to see your ass. CeeDee Lamb, not to play. Brandon Cooks, not to play.
Tyron, Zach, and CD.
Man, listen, Tyron Smith don't need to practice. He just need to show up from on listen. He didn't need to show up on week 1. I don't see nothing.
Well, Terrence, what you think about Terrence Steele? Is he a made man yet?
He an injured man.
He's not a made man, but you gotta kind of make him because he's only on a 1-year deal.
Yep.
And bro, like, I'm gonna tell you this right now. If he gets, like, we're missing Zach Martin, but let's just real. In the back of Zach Martin's like that girl that you kind of feel like, bro, don't trip. She gonna come back. Like, I just feel it in my soul. She gonna come back. You know what I'm saying? I just gotta chill, had the house cleaned up. You know what I'm saying? Send her a couple babies. I'm sorry. And at some point she gonna come back because you got that, like, because I'm gonna tell you this right now. Jerry Jones is either playing a very dangerous game or he knows something, bruh. He gotta know something. I'm hoping Jerry knows something. Like, there's no way he playing this with Zach like that, right?
I mean, he knows he got him on a contract for the next 2 years. That's what he knows.
Facts. And you know them game suspensions is way worse than these little practices.
Well, the most he can lose is 1.2.
Yeah, for training camp.
That's just for training.
Yeah, we're talking about the games too, because there's a fine and the game check you ain't gonna get.
They just probably. Jerry and them probably just looking at it like, man, he gonna play the games, so it don't really matter. That's probably what it is. But look though, when we think about the fairness of the collective bargaining agreement, the players signed off on this stuff. You know what I'm saying? They signed off on this stuff, so it's like they making their own bed. They gotta lay in it.
Yeah, but man, you know how it be, man. You get you a bad woman that's insecure. She beautiful as hell, but she go through your phone. What you supposed to do, bro? What you supposed to do, bro? Like, yeah.
Now they be getting that money. When they make another agreement, they have to sign, and they more than likely they get some kind of bonus for it. So they get some money. How they doing the negotiate? So they be wanting to pay, and then they'll worry about the consequences later. Like,
I'm gonna tell y'all, when marijuana got legalized in California, everybody celebrated, right? Everybody celebrated, except for the people who was buying their tree off the street. You wanna know why? Because when I buy tree off the street, there's a bunch of taxes that are not included when I buy weed in the stores, right? So now, like, all these people are so happy. Oh my God, weed is legal. Yeah, it's legal. And guess what? They're using the money for the kids in the schools because that's what they do. All these taxes from weed, they're using it on the kids, right? But long story short, now you go buy some tree, you buy a gram, it got a regulatory tax. It got a city tax. It got a state tax. It got a handler's tax. Bro, listen to me. Every weed shop in California has discounts. Why? Because there's so many taxes. So then I look at people and be like, listen, you wanted it legal, right? Well, guess what? Now it's just like tobacco. The price of tobacco go up every 2 days, bro, like an airplane.
Every
Cigarettes
hour.
15, bro. Cigarettes. Listen to me, bro. I went to go buy a pair in Texas. Y'all foul for this, bro. They tried to sell me a pack of loose leaves for $17 in Dallas, and I bought it. Oh Lord, I bought it. Yes, I bought it. Yes, I bought it because I was
maybe I'm out of my lingo. I don't know what that is. I'm sorry.
Loose leaves are basically like a pack of backwoods.
Yeah.
It's a backwood without the tobacco inside it. It's just the skin.
It's just
I
a
thought
leaf.
you were saying a loosey, like a cigarette, like a loose.
No,
cigarette.
a loose leaf. A loose leaf is a tobacco leaf without tobacco, so it's just the shell. That's it. But those are $8 in California, bro. $8.99.
I mean, damn.
You know what I'm saying? So that's why I say like that. It's just inflation and what are the things that go up. But go ahead.
Nothing, man. The shit. I just feel like the Dallas Cowboys, you know, have gotten into the mode. They're gonna everybody before it's all said and done. There's nobody that's a favorite. You know what I'm saying? That they'll prop you up when it's time to sell some jerseys, but when it's time to actually pay somebody,
y'all breaks out, Chief.
You know, it's World War III at that point. But you know, Zach Martin.
You know what I think?
What? Go ahead.
I think it's the Will McClay effect, bro. I said this before. It's the Will McClay effect. Will McClay's so good that they got this confidence, this hubris that they think they could just replace anybody. So they just like, hey, we'll get another one. And I think that's a mistake. You know what I'm saying? But still, that don't mean that the Joneses don't feel that way. That's all I'm saying.
I mean, they might have it.
No.
I'm lying.
They might have.
Man, hold on, please. Y'all say hi to my auntie. Say hi.
Hey, auntie.
San Diego's in the house.
What's up?
Hey, my mother know. Why? Tell them Jesus is the reason for this.
Yeah,
He is.
All right, there you go.
God bless you. God keep you every day, all day.
Amen.
Hey, I'm gonna tell you this right now. If you ain't got no old ladies that come bless you in the morning, you ain't living right. Let me tell you that right now. Right. You ain't living right, bro.
We looking at you, landlord.
Hey, now
okay.
Bro, you the one with the goddamn black, looking like Blade up in this motherfucker. Like, landlord, listen to me. Landlord, you know you're alive. You know they can still recognize you, right? I don't want you to think they can't recognize you, but I think in the back of your mind, landlord, like maybe they're not gonna recognize me. I put on a really black Dallas Cowboy hat and a black shirt and some glasses, and they'll never know it's me, bro. We know it's you.
I mean, your handle is Dean Nefarious, so you know. I just assume that I just
landlord of Alabama on the bottom, right there. You know that, right?
I just assume you wasn't living right because of your handle. I don't know.
Hey, we already came to the conclusion that you far more nefarious than me.
No, we did not. We did not come to that conclusion. You said it.
You just called a man a hoe like 5 times in a row.
But wait a minute, sir. But sir, was I lying?
You weren't lying, but I mean, you know, it's a time and place for that, you know.
Yes, the time was right here on air, so that everybody that watched me can know how I feel about him. And so when he sees it, if he ever sees it, comes across it, he knows how I feel about it.
Hey, I'm gonna tell you something that was kind of crazy. I'm gonna tell you something.
Miss Regina said it's my fault. It's me and your fault, Wes, that we made him nefarious. She
man, how you put that on me? How you didn't know Henny wasn't like that before I met her?
She said he was nice and innocent at first. We made him nefarious.
Bruh. Henny got a whole nother side to him, bro. Y'all don't even know about it, man. It's called it's his job. He got a whole nother side of him. Henny really that dude. You walk, he starts sweating when you walk in the door. He got a whole nother side to him. But yo, so listen to me. So offensive line, I don't want to see Tyron Smith. Mm-hmm. I do want to see. I want to see both my guards. I do. I want to see both my guards play, and that's Tyler Smith and whoever the other guy is. My tackle. Obviously, Terrence Steele doesn't need to play. He's not going to play because of injury. I would like to see him play, but he's not going to play because of injury. Mm-hmm. So whoever they're going to have there, so it'll probably be 75 and 79. They have not. Neither one of them together have not looked good.
Well, let's go and Ball. 79
and 75 have not looked good together. They do need to play more. Dante Fowler was having a day on them dudes, bro.
Man, everybody was having a day against them boys, man.
Yeah, but they had me screaming from the top of the damn rafters, bro. Like, bro, I know y'all see 56.
Man, my boy TJ Bass got to get dirty by Mozzie Smith.
Yeah, but I mean, this is the thing, right? I'm open. What am I trying to say? I'm okay with outside pressure because I'm not okay with it. Well, Dak is an athletic quarterback, so he can handle that. It's that stuff up the middle that scares me the most because quarterbacks don't run from blitzes up the middle. Like there's nowhere to run to. You can only run backwards. You know what I'm saying? If you get blitzed up the middle and they get through that guard and that tackle, that guard and that center, you're going down, bro. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Like that's what Tom Brady. People be under by Tom.
If it's quick, you doomed.
Say it again.
I said, especially if it's quick, you doomed.
There's nowhere to go but back.
You're done.
Yeah, and quarterbacks are taught not to go backwards, so it's like he'll dump the ball or just fall down before you do that. You know what I'm saying? So the pressure on the outside, I'm not as worried because Dak is athletic. These guys will be able to see the pressure coming. You know what I'm saying? You just got to do your job. But Brad, they like Micah's a totally different dog. I get it, but Dante Fowler is not a Micah Parsons, and he was wearing that side out, bro. He was wearing it out. So I'm
line. Now let's go to the receivers. I guess we on.
Yeah, offensive line can get whooped.
Yeah, I mean my starting receiver for a preseason game probably my number.
Jalen Tolbert.
Tolbert would probably be my number.
I'm giving Tolbert.
Honestly, yeah, I'm probably listen to me. I'm probably gonna give Gallup some work too.
Get the rust off.
Yeah, I'm probably gonna get Gallup some work. Tolbert some work. Terp some work.
Jalen Brooks.
Jalen Brooks. And you know what's crazy?
Out of the two young guys, who winning? Because all I've been hearing is good things about both of them.
I want to know what the hell happened to Simi Fehoko
and Jalen Brooks. So who?
I want to know what happened to Simi Fehoko. I don't even know what the hell
Simi happened to Simi Fehoko.
Bruh, Simi up here playing around with the church's money, bruh. I don't know what the hell Simi doing.
Simi be on this team. He is semi on this team.
We said that Simi will be driving semi trucks, at this.
Now he ain't gonna be driving semi. That boy got a degree from Stanford, bro. If anything, he's gonna be
might
doing
own one.
truck.
Yeah, he might own a company. Then you're right. Stanford is smart motherfuckers.
But I'm gonna tell you another wide receiver nobody talks about that I know Dak loves personally. They probably hang out on our weekends. That boy Dennis Houston. You're not telling me Dak and Dennis Houston don't hang out on the weekends. I don't believe it.
They say Alvin Kamara got suspended for 3 games.
Yeah,
that's crazy.
Look like it just happened.
No, what's crazy is that dude that was betting on football that's about to go to prison over it. God damn. That dude from the Denver Broncos.
Yeah.
The dude from the NFL. That dude from he was a rookie.
He a defensive lineman.
From Denver. Dude made it in the league 1 year. About to go to prison over betting some games. Think about this. They say $2,500. Listen to me. All my guys out there, listen, if you gonna bet, it need to be big enough so if you win, they fire your ass, you ain't got to come back anyway. Man, I want $50 million. I ain't tripping. Bro, do not throw your whole career over $2,500, bro. That is the dumbest thing I've ever. Listen, I'm hitting parlay tickets for $2,500, and I'm still getting up and going to work every day. What is you doing, bro? I hit 4 tickets last year. No, I'm not gonna say that because they trying my taxes. Allegedly, I had a couple parlay tickets that might have came through. I didn't quit my day job.
It ain't work.
Bro, you are not gonna make enough money to quit your day job doing parlay bets. That's not even how it's set up. What are y'all doing?
Yeah. But okay.
He needs
the starting receivers is interesting. So you're gonna have Will. You said you're gonna have Will Grill running the quarterback. Then you're gonna have Turpin. You're gonna have Tolbert, and you said you're gonna run a little MG, but we know that'll be sparingly. But okay, you got Turpin, Tolbert, and which Jalen is winning, bro? I don't know which Jalen is winning.
Jalen Tolbert should win because of his draft pick.
We're not talking about. Well, there's 3 Jalens. There's 3 Jalens.
Marino Cropper
or
Jalen Brooks.
Well, this is the thing. Jalen Tolbert should win. Tolbert.
I mean, like he already secured like the top 4. Yeah, the top 4.
Okay, so who's your ex? Real quick, who your 2? Because let's not do it by rankings. Forget the rankings. Who are your 2 outside receivers?
Oh, for preseason.
Tober's going to be outside.
Tobert and Michael Gallup then. If you got Michael Gallup out there, that's probably where he's going to be at.
I think Michael Gallup probably only gets a series, though. I don't think he's going to be long. If I honestly, I don't really want to see him. I just want to see Michael Gallup run down the field like a couple times. That's really the only thing I want to do. You know what I'm saying? So I'm counting Michael Gallup, but I'm not really like counting him. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
You get what I mean? Like, I have a situation where I'll be able to get Michael Gallup a better receiver on one of these young corners, throw him like 2 balls, see what he do, then pull his ass out, put him on the sideline, take his shoulder pads away. Like, kind of like what they did on with Micah Parsons his first game. Remember Michael Parsons' first game? Like, before you even saw him, he was on the sidelines complaining, bro, they only let me play 4 plays. Like, duh, we told you that, Micah. Y'all remember his first preseason game when they told you, like, Micah. He was on the phone. Yeah, he was on the phone calling Jerry or somebody, like, bro, they only let me play 4 plays. And then the dude said, well, Michael, we told you that. We told you you were only going to play 4 plays.
Michael was over there negotiating with Dan Quinn.
He tried to do everything in his power to get back on the field. That's sort of thing I like about Michael, though, man.
He's like Dak. Remember, Dak cussed out a person. Listen, y'all talking about Dak. Listen to me. I ain't gonna say the B word, but Dak is far from a B. I remember when that rookie quarterback who ain't on our team, Gary Gilbert, walked up to Dak and was like, "Hey man, they want me to take some of these reps," and he was like, you can take the reps because I guess they didn't want Dak throwing. They were like, I'll just take the reps where they're running, and Dak was like, I didn't tell them to put your ass in. Like, I'll take all these mother effing reps. You know what I'm saying? And that's what Dak said it, like smooth to him, like, I didn't tell you to get your ass in.
But I ain't gonna lie, true enough, that's the season that he strained his shoulder, so he might should have listened to that.
Man, keep sipping on whatever you sipping on. Keep sipping on whatever you sipping on. What's sounds about right. We held on to mid guys for too long. Listen to me. Your whole team is going to be filled with mid guys. To be honest with you, the league is full with mid tech. There's only like top 10% are elite. Like, I don't even like using the word elite, but like when we think about the top,
probably like 20 elite players, maybe about 25.
Yeah, most of the league is average, but they're average professionals. That's which is good. And they're only average because they're all as good. You know what I mean? They're not average because they're below average guys. They're average because they're in a league where everybody's a professional. You know what I mean? Like, and think about this. In the NBA, everybody's a McDonald's All-American. Everybody's a 4-time NCAA record holder. Everybody's everybody, like they say, everybody was the man in their high school. You go ask somebody in the NBA. You go look at. I promise you, everybody on the team was number 1 in their league, or what? You know what I'm saying? It is a group of the best athletes.
Right. And listen, people be talking crazy about Dak Prescott. He won a championship in high school. He was a Heisman candidate in college, all SEC, all this stuff. He was a great quarterback. And then, people like, well, he was only a 4th round. Like, they poo-poo on, right? Like, everybody was that dude. Everybody.
Yeah, and I'm gonna tell you this right now: if Dak would have did what he did in today's college environment, he would be a superstar. He'd be a superstar. He'd be a superstar. Because look what they did with the kid from Georgia, and he wasn't even really a good quarterback. Like, we could clearly tell he was an average quarterback on a really good team.
Great thing.
Yeah, and look at the love they was giving him. You know what I'm saying? Like, that, if Dak would have, if he would have been on this,
gonna get him a shot in the NFL though.
Yeah.
But now, what a position group we had to do? We did wide receivers.
Tight end.
Tight end. Hey.
Tight end.
Hendershot stock is dropping too. I heard he was fighting the football again. Listen. If he had an attribute, to me, I feel like he was a great catcher. Like, he's a pass catcher tight end. That's what I identify him as. That's what he identifies as.
He's a professional juggler.
But if you can't do that, what do I need you for? Tell me that. What I need you for? If you can't catch the ball, bro, because we don't look at him like no top tier blocker or nothing else. Nothing outside of being a pass catcher. He's slender in frame and all of that. And every time I look around, I see you fighting the football. Schoolmaker will be out there tomorrow, I heard. I heard he's going to be out there tomorrow. So I can't wait to see that. I want
hope
to see
so.
Schoon come and take that over, bro. You a pass catching tight end and you can't pass catch? Like, what is that?
Yeah, and I'm gonna tell you this right here. I will not make an excuse for him, but I will say this. Maybe that comes into play where we were talking about the way Dak throws those balls, and some guys are better suited to catching those balls because it sounds like if you have strong hands, you don't have a problem with. You're not gonna have a problem with that. But when you're one of these wide.
Wait a minute. What you saying about Dak's throwing? Because I'm trying to see. Are you talking about the velocity he throw it in, or you saying they're not tight spots?
Listen, I'm gonna say it like this. My boy Cordell Stewart, right? Not Cordell Stewart, RJ Sauer, because it wasn't Cordell that I told you, it was RJ Sauer. Got drafted out of USC, went first round pick to the Jacksonville Jaguars. He had Mark Brunell as his quarterback, right? I remember he had a kind of small issue with dropping the ball, right? And I remember I talked to him because he owns a semi-pro team out here in my town, so I bump into him all the time. And we talked to him about it. I remember we talking to him about it one time, and just talking about, like, he's like, bro, some of these dudes, like, they really throw that fucking freaking football, bro. Like, they really put that football on you. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, it's not even adjusting, but it's like, man, some of these guys really don't have strong hands. Like, I'm gonna give you an example, like this is a real example. Like my 6-year-old has stronger hands naturally than my 8-year-old. You know what I'm saying? Like, my 8-year-old get open and you won't be able to get him, but he has to really work on focusing, grabbing the ball and squeezing it. Well, bro, like my 6-year-old, I'll just talk, like, literally. I've tossed him 30-yard bombs and he's running and he'll drop the ball, but I can literally see him, his fingers grabbing the ball. So it's like, it's just like a natural, it's something that's natural, and some people, it has to be grown in them. Now, I seen him have the same problem last year. He don't got a problem catching the ball. He got a problem stopping the ball from moving. Because you got to remember, when the goal of a wide receiver is to stop the movement of the ball. That's why they got these gloves with the stickiness and everything. It's not really to catch it. It's really to stop the ball from moving. Because if the ball is still moving when it hits your hand, you're not going to catch the ball. You know what I'm saying? You're not going to catch it. It's going to go straight through your hands. You know what I'm saying? So that's why I say right now, it's like for Hendershot, if he needs to, one drill that I would like, this 2 drills that I would give him advice for. One, I would go get some cinder blocks, and the cinder block drill, it's a great drill. You basically just hold the blocks like this. Y'all see my kids doing it. You see my son doing it. To be honest with you, my oldest son. And you put a cinder block in each hand, and you work on the strength of the tips of your fingers. That's the first thing I would do. You know what I'm saying? And then the second thing I would do is his ass would be he would live on a jug machine, and he don't even need no far machine. He need to be right there in front of it, like right in front of it, like so close where he can even have the jug machine in his room where he can just do it all day. You know what I'm saying? And that's what you see guys who have identified. He first identify you got a problem. So he identifies he got a problem grabbing that football. You need to get your ass in front of that jug machine and get those hands used to bow. That you know what I mean? And he do that, I think he might be fine. But if Shoemaker come back to practice tomorrow, they're gonna naturally put him in there and try to see because you want to see what he can do now. So yeah, I definitely think Hendershot's stock is going down, and once it goes down, it's gonna be hard for him for it to go back up because it's gonna be hard to get reps.
Because if Schoon come out there and impress, he through. He done.
Mm-hmm. Let me say we got some pumpers in here. Listen to me. People listen to me. I'm gonna tell y'all something about Neville Gallimore, right? Neville Gallimore, the defensive tackle position. Real talk, none of our defensive tackles have shown y'all anything. Y'all just choose to jump on Neville because it's like, what has OC really showed you? Listen to me. The defensive tackle, the offensive line, those positions are positions where they take time to mature. Like, I'm gonna give you an example. Malik Collins. Malik Collins is one of the best defensive tackles in football right now. Did you guys know we drafted him? And I'm going to tell you guys the problem that happened with Malik Collins is we didn't give him time to mature into a defensive tackle. First off, bro, you need the body. And think about this. Defensive tackles are playing against the most experienced position in all of football. You know what position that is? Offensive center and offensive guard. You know what I'm saying? Look what we have at our offensive line. We have Zach Martin's played forever. We have Tyler Baez, he's been in the league going on 4 years, and we have Tyler Smith, who's a first-round pick. That's what we have dedicated. Now, think about this. You have rookies in 4th and 5th round picks that are going up against that. It takes, listen, defensive tackles take time. What rookie defensive tackle have you heard that's came in the league and took it over? You don't hear about rookie defensive tackles doing that. You hear about veteran defensive tackles doing that. Why do you think Jonathan Hankins, a guy who we all thought was kind of fell off, came over here and really helped us out? You want to know why? Because it was the experience. Defensive, nothing's wrong with Neville Gallimore. The only problem is he's not a freaking microwave. The defensive tackle is not a microwave position. You can't microwave it, bruh. Like, you have to, first off, you got to have the body, you got to have the strength, and then you got to have the technique. Most defensive tackles, you don't even know about them until like year 3. But what's a rookie D tackle that you know about that played well last year? Like Quentin Richardson from the Jets. Think about this. How many times have the Jets thought about trading him? But guess what? He just budded up last year. We just got the hang of it last year. So that's why I say, man,
he went to my high school, man. Shout out to Big Q.
Quentin Williams.
Quentin Williams, yeah.
Hey, and I'm gonna tell you another guy, Quentin Bohannon. Why do you think the Cowboys haven't given up on Quentin Bohannon, bro? Quentin Bohannon has the body.
I heard that Quentin Bohannon having a good camp though.
Yeah, no, he is, but think of how long he's been on the team though.
This is what, year 3?
This is 3rd year.
This is 3rd year, and we're just now hearing about Quentin. And think about this: we've known about Quentin Bohannon.
Yeah, I think he's good.
But it takes, and think about this: Quentin's had the body too. He's always had the body.
He probably just didn't have the strength. But I've seen him be a problem. Like, it was a mystery to me last year. I did a film session, I believe, last year at the beginning of the year. Like the first 3, 4, 5 games, man, Quentin Bohannon was looking impressive. He was making some noise. I got the footage. I got the receipts. Then all of a sudden, he was gone. I don't know what it was. Like, he barely got reps. I think he got a little injury. And then his play just diminished. Like, you hardly seen him. So I got film sessions showing that he was a problem in the beginning of the year.
And listen, I don't think the problem is that Neville Gallimore isn't any good. Right? I think the problem is that somebody is on the team already doing his job better. Because Neville Gallimore is a 3-tech. Osa Odigizua is a 3-tech, and Osa at that position has been more successful to this point. So I think that's why people, are a little down on Neville. But I ain't gonna say that Neville is horrible, right?
But neither one of them have been good enough where you can clearly be like this one. The only difference between Osa, honestly, is Osa and you also got to think like this: are we playing Osa? Because it kind of looks like they use Osa more of a pass rushing defensive tackle than they do.
Yeah.
And
they're gonna naturally do that. Yeah.
And Neville's not getting used to that. Neville is strictly run.
But I kind of look at Neville as a pass.
They both 3s. Neither one of the boards is 1s. No, they tried. They tried to put some peanut butter on Neville and play him at 1, but he's a natural 3.
He's a natural 3.
Yeah. Because what you like about Neville?
I like his twitch.
Whatever you liked it about Neville, I'm talking about from the beginning that gave us these high expectations. You like how fast and athletic Neville is. You don't look at him for nothing else. You look at him for being a penetrating type, disruptive 3-tech. That's what he is. But he has to find his way on the field to make that the reality, though. That's what's the problem.
Mm-hmm.
But that's interesting about the D-line. So far as the secondary, the corners, and that's the last one we can talk about because I got to wrap this up. The cornerback room. What y'all feel about that? Who your starting corners? You're starting 4 corners outside the made men. That's Trey.
Yeah, they ain't playing. Eric Scott, because he got to, right? Who else?
His name been ringing bells around here.
So it's going to have to be him. You're going to have to see what you get out of Kelvin Joseph. Let's keep it honest. Like, at this point, going to year 3, you're going to have to see what you can get from Kelvin Joseph. People have been and listen, this is the thing. Like, he going to need this opportunity too. You know what I'm saying? Not that he ain't had a good camp. Like, people be showing the one-on-ones. They've been showing the one-on-ones, but outside of those, like in the team activity, he's been fine. You know what I'm saying? But he had to show that he can be more than a special teamer at this point, man. Let's be honest. He gonna have to show that.
This is something as fans too. We got to do too, man. It's like fans stop getting excited when really good players beat players that we know are still trying to establish themselves. Like, or players like when you see, like, I think it's so corny when fans like make it like these big deals of Micah Parsons beating Tyron Smith. Oh, it's time for Tyron Smith to go retire. No, it's not. Micah Parsons is that damn good.
He's
just that damn good. like if Neville Gallimore loses a rep to a player that is establishedly better than him, that's how it's supposed to be. Like I give this example all the time. If you see me get in the ring with this dude Boots and I beat his dude up, y'all are not going to be like, West Coast needs to go fight Errol Spence now. Y'all going to be like, what the hell happened to Boots? Was he on crack? Y'all aren't going to, you're not going to give me any of that credit. So think about this. Same situation. If Micah Parsons comes off the line and Tyron Smith catches his ass in the air and power slams him on the ground, just pancakes the hell out of him, right? Y'all ain't gonna be saying Tyron Smith is back. You know what y'all gonna be saying? I think Micah Parsons hurt. I think what's going on with Micah Parsons? What's going on with Micah Parsons? You want to know why? Because he's the one with the expectation. So listen to me. Good players are always gonna be better players that are better. That's how it's supposed to be in football. When it's flipped, when you see that player that's supposed to be not, and he's beating that other, that's when you have a problem. But the A team is always going to beat the B team. My starting corners have to. I would think that your starting corners have to be with a depth chart. Nashawn Wright is going to be starting for Trevon Diggs, and then whoever the backup. Who does the depth chart right now say that the backup corner for Stephon Gilmore is? Because Kelvin Joseph's playing in the slot, so I think he would be playing slot.
Oh, they moved him to
He's been working a lot with the slots, so that's what I'm saying.
The slot is even harder though, honestly.
Well,
yeah, you gotta have more wiggle room to play slot.
Eric Scott.
Slot is harder. That's not a good decision for him in my opinion. He athletic, but he don't got the footwork.
I'm gonna say it actually depends on how they list Izzy, because if Izzy is a safety, then that he wouldn't come to his equation. They view Izzy as a corner, and like, hey, you might want to give some burn as an outside corner during preseason, see how he holds up. Because
So who your four?
Who my four?
Yeah.
For preseason, I told you I need to see.
Nashawn Wright's gonna play. Nashawn Wright is your backup quarter for Diggs.
Well, shit,
he gonna play.
Well, listen, I need to see all these guys. They might have to rotate in, but I need to see Eric. I need to see Kelvin Joseph. I need to see Nashawn Wright. I need to see. I want to see Izzy. I want to see Izzy get some corner play too.
Is Bland a made man?
He's a starter.
Is he a made man? Do you not have to see Bland?
Bland's gonna play. Bland's gonna play.
I feel like he should get a little reps though. I love Bland, but I think he should probably get a few reps.
Yeah.
So if you
Jay Lewis hurt, that's why he's not playing. Jay Lewis working on chords and everything, so you will not see Jordan Lewis until he's healthy.
My four would be Nashawn Wright, Eric Scott. I think Eric Scott done skipped everybody. He done skipped a lot of people. He has. And then
if you're going on training camp alone, he has, but he can solidify. He can solidify it in preseason.
Yeah. So if I'm still counting Bland, it'll be Nashawn on the outside. We'll try Eric Scott at the outside because I don't know if they solidify his position yet. Is he gonna be outside?
Eric Scott outside corner.
They got him outside. So give me Nashawn, give me Eric Scott, then give me Kelvin Joseph, and who else? Kelvin Joseph. Because this is prove it year. He got to do something. He got to show me something or it's over with. So you got Kelvin Joseph, the last one. I need one more on it.
We're gonna have somebody that we have no idea. We're gonna have one of the man created players out there. You know, there's somebody on this roster that we have no idea who they are.
We're gonna have a creative. I guess we'll say Izzy.
Yeah.
Cause I ain't gonna lie, bro. I love what Izzy did when we were in that spot work. I think he got a lot of talent. I think he can be a good safety. I feel like he can be a decent corner. But I'm worried about him against some twitchy, smaller players. We seen him shine against Godwin. know what I'm saying? That's a big slot. When it comes to like smaller slots, I don't know if he got the hips.
Well, put him on the outside then.
Yeah, but that's what they playing him at. They playing him in the inside. Yeah. So
hey, he played. Listen, he was.
I think that was just an isolated incident right there. I don't know, and I ain't saying he's not good, but I think like if you put him against a big slot, that's where his wheelhouse is. But a smaller slot. I mean, he's
6'4" and he played boundary in the SEC at South Carolina. He was an outside corner. He was on the opposite side of J.C. Horn, right? So I like his game. I like his game. And listen, he has the body type that Dan Quinn covets. He likes them tall. He likes them tall, long, athletic corners on the outside. So I don't know, but I would like to see him get some work. Yes, they did sign Cole Beasley, and we still going to beat them by 20 points.
Yeah, we'll put Bland on Cole Beasley. It's probably night.
Mm-hmm.
Night.
Yeah.
But yeah, man, I'm probably gonna have to get ready to wrap it up, man. Y'all got something else y'all want to talk about before we end the show?
Just remember the show McCoy is a hoe.
Facts.
He said what?
I said just remember McCoy is a hoe.
Oh, Sean.
Man, haters don't deserve joy, bro. That might be a shirt. Haters do not deserve joy. You don't deserve it.
All right.
Yeah, I don't even watch them shows. I never watched them to begin with, but.
What happened? Hen and Dip.
Yeah, how the host leave?
How he hosting?
How the host leave?
You know it's time to go, man.
When the host leave, he just left us.
Hey, I'm in the background. I ain't going yet.
Oh, okay. Well, we were just leaving. What is you doing?
Okay, then. All right, well, hey, man, it's your boy West Coast. We will see y'all later. And you already know what it is. Never look down because stars up. Peace.
Peace.
Hey, man, it's your boy Hennythemoor putting live from the liquor store, and I had to talk to my wife. I'm holla at y'all.